Preview and picks the Tennessee Volunteers against the Oklahoma Sooners. Ralph, let's I want to give Will's angle on this real quick because we were talking about this. I don't know if you still feel the same way that you felt on Sunday when we talked about this game, but Will was immediately like, this is a situation where he sees Oklahoma covering this. Now, I don't know if he's changed. I don't know how, I don't know if he has, but that's kind of what he had said in the beginning, that it was just very interesting to see. But I'll tell you this. Here's the big news that was reported tonight. And let me get you this because this is a big boost if you're an Oklahoma fan. Big news for tonight. Matt Zenitz at 24/7 Sports says, look like Oklahoma's banged up wide receiver group will be much closer. This was right before the show started, to full strength. Nick Anderson, who had 10 touchdown catches for the Sooners last year, is expected to make his debut. And then Andrell Anthony is also going to be probable. So Oklahoma getting back some offensive weapons. Jackson Arnold. But Ralph, I mean, everyone's excited to talk about the Josh Heupel factor of this. Heupel going back to Oklahoma. It's going to be a rowdy atmosphere. Oklahoma getting to host its first ever SEC game. I don't know, man. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Tennessee can, this is the thing, Tennessee can score against lesser competition. And they can,
I got to tell you something real quick.
They can score in general. But this would be interesting. Go ahead.
We have a new running for assistant over here. I'm like, right. Sam Lord in here because this man just sent me a bunch of information on this game. I'm impressed.
Let's go.
So the first is a tweet from it's a Tennessee page. Oklahoma is 108th in total offense, 109th in third down conversions, 112th in passing yards per game. Tennessee is number 1 points per game, number 2 in total offense, number 3 in total defense, and top 5 in nearly every offensive statistic. Someone said, let's see how this goes. Then he sends me this Oklahoma 24 play calling. And it has all their plays listed as percentages. So there's 48 on pass attempts, 44% on designated runs, 8% on sacks and scrambles. When it comes to offensive plays, it's majority of 11 personnel, RPO plays, and versus 6-man box, heavy box, stuff like that. Very high on slot target play action plays. A lot of running back, a lot of designated running back runs and zone blocking runs, gap blocks, inside runs. Not really heavy on the outside runs. It's got the EPA play on there, Bryce.
There we go.
It's a pretty. Whoever did this is a very impressive stat line. I mean, it's got everything. It's very simple to read too. So Sam, shout out to Sam Lord. Great stat. For me, I was trying to find something like this before he sent that to me. But yeah, look, you brought it up. This is Heupel's game. He has circled on there. You can say whatever you want, Tennessee fans, about Alabama, about Georgia, whoever. This one's circled on Heupel's calendar. He wants this. He wants to beat them bad. And you just went up there and I'll tell you this. A little bit of that Kent State game was Heupel showing Oklahoma what's coming.
Yeah.
And it's more like we're not afraid to put points on the board. We'll beat you bad.
And I think kick in the first quarter about that.
If Heupel goes out there in his first kick, Venables better tell him he's ready for an onside kick because he might do it first kickoff. And you know what? I would not do anything but applaud Josh Heupel for doing it. I'm very excited for this matchup because this is Nico's first real road attempt. I'm not going to say his last name. I'm not going to butcher it because he's too good. And Nico's played against Chattanooga, NC State.
Iama Liava. Nico Iama Liava.
NC State and now Kent State. 3 really poor defenses, to be honest with you. And he has done exactly what you had to do in those games. And I said this about Michigan last year. When they won those games bad against the crappy teams, they did what they had to do, though. You beat them bad. Nico's doing this year with Tennessee. He's putting up big points. He's looking efficient out there. He's making good reads. Their offense looks on point. Squirrel White, probably one of the best names in college football. He's fun. He's exciting to watch. He's a playmaker on the ball. And defensively, Tennessee's they're gross. I mean, they haven't a lot of touchdowns since Vanderbilt last year. That's insane. I don't care what you say. You played Iowa last year in the bowl game. You played Chattanooga, NC State, and Kent State have yet allowed a touchdown. That's some pretty good defense. And no matter, I don't care who you're playing, that's 4 games without allowing a touchdown. It's pretty impressive. So if I'm Tennessee, you put this game in Nico's hands. You let him go out there and ball out, show how good he's going to be. Let the world know that this kid is a Heisman contender.
You know, through the early course of the season, everyone, including ourselves, have drawn on to what we think teams are. You know what I mean? Like, greatest example was obviously week 0 in Florida State. We've drawn on these conclusions that we think Tennessee's this, Oklahoma's that. But, Ralph, I'm struggling to just not go with what we've seen. And that's why this line is very interesting to me. I feel like this is where people are kind of, you could talk about this maybe being a sucker bet. Like people are being suckered into taking Oklahoma +7. And I don't see it. Like I understand it's at home, but what's going to have to happen in this game, and I'll tell you, I mean, I'm taking Tennessee -7 in this. Everything that you just talked about, okay, all the stats that you just laid out there, everything that we know about this, the nation's highest scoring offense that's averaging 63.7 points a game. Everything would have to flip on its head for Oklahoma to win this game from what we know about them right now. Now, I'm not saying that cannot happen. We've seen crazier things happen in college football. But in my opinion, Tennessee has one of the better defenses in the SEC, which probably means they have one of the better defenses in the country.
Yeah.
Oklahoma's defense is good. I just worry about Oklahoma's ability to keep up with what Tennessee's going to do offensively. Because I will tell you this, I think how this game could go is the momentum's going to be rocking, the juices are going to be flowing. I think Oklahoma's defense is going to make some plays early on. Nico's going to have to settle into the game, playing on the road in a big-time environment. But I just don't know if Oklahoma's offense can take advantage. If they do, then, Ralph, we're talking about a true back-and-forth battle. If not, like what we talked about, to me, everything is going to have to flip that we know about these teams. Not saying it can't happen, but I just feel like this could be potentially, and we can clip it or whatever if you're an Oklahoma fan, this is kind of easy money, it feels like, here on the table for Tennessee. Because going off, like, what I'm trying to say is if you go off just of what we've seen, Tennessee should win this game comfortably. Yeah. I've actually talked with 24/7 Sports national college football writer about this today. We and I were texting back and forth about it. Brad Crawford. And he had a prediction. He said 35-24 Tennessee wins this one. And, okay, like I see that. Another one, Chris Hummer said, or no, he had 41-27. Chris Hummer had 35-24. I could definitely see that happening. It just feels like there's some easy money here. But the biggest question mark is Oklahoma's offense. Can they keep up with it? I don't think they can. That's why I'm taking Tennessee -7. I don't think Oklahoma's a bad football team.
No.
I just think Tennessee is really, really good offensively. They might struggle early just in terms of the atmosphere, but based off what we've seen, I don't know how you could take Oklahoma to win this game. I'm going to say it for the 4th time. If you're picking Oklahoma to win this football game, Ralph, then you're expecting everything that we know up to this point of the season to flip on its head. It could happen. College football is crazy. But the logical prediction here for me is Tennessee.
Jackson Arnold comes in as the leading rusher for Oklahoma.
That's a problem.
It's a problem because he's only got like 30 more yards with 5 more carries technically, and most of those are scrambles. I'll be honest with you. Receiving wise, Deion Burks is the number 1 receiver. That's hands down. We all knew that was going to be this year. 22 catches, 170 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Bauer Sharp is the number 2 as a tight end, and he has 10 catches. So now you know who Oklahoma's going to look for to throw the ball to. Tennessee's got corners who can cover him. They got one of the best pass rushers in college football with James Pierce.
Yeah.
I like this defense a lot. Sam put a comment in the minute starting left tackle Lance Hurd is questionable and is leaning towards being out. Sam, you can update me in here. Would that mean Larry Johnson III would be playing the transfer sophomore, or would they put Jackson Lampley out there, the redshirt senior? I just just kind of figure out who they would put. Either way, Oklahoma looks like it's just kind of a one-sided offense. Just Jackson Arnold controls everything. He throws to Deion Burks, and they run it with Javante Barnes a lot. Taylor Tatum gets a few carries, but it's very, very low on those numbers. I don't, Bryce, I don't know. Because I'm sitting here and I'm saying Squirrel White's one of the best receivers in college football. I forgot Brew McCoy's still there.
Yeah, he's on his 27th year of college football.
Brew McCoy is a dog. And Tennessee, I mean, like you said a minute ago, it's leaning toward easy money. I don't want to say it because it's setting it up for such an easy like flip, I'm going to take is that fellow UPS man, Ralph? No, yes. I'm going to take Tennessee.
Yeah.
I'm going to let Oklahoma cover this game, though. I just think I think it's a backdoor cover. They kick a field goal. It's like 34-27, and they kick a field goal, make it 34-30. Try to go score again, and they kick it onside kick and don't get it. Something like that. It's a backdoor cover, and it makes me irritated. So.
I could see that. It's not like there's a world where that can't happen.
Also, in my other head, in my other side of my brain here, I'm thinking.
In your other head, Ralph has. Oh, never mind. Keep going. Never mind. Just keep going. Keep talking.
In my other side of my brain, I have Tennessee going in there and dropping 50 on them, and just beating them senseless. And that's just in the other clip in chat. Yes, agreed. I just have. It's just sitting on the other side of my brain, Bryce. It's that Tennessee's just like, we'll just go there and beat them senseless, and it's going to be a rout. Just one of those. And I don't think that's going to happen. But in the back of my head, I'm like, that might happen.
I'm with you there. I mean,
it wouldn't shock me to happen.
If Tennessee goes in there and wins like 52-20,
wouldn't shock me.
I mean, it wouldn't shock me. Like they're
I'll tell you what, Tennessee's going to be higher in the rankings next week.
I'm here for a Tennessee Ole Miss SEC title game, by the way. I just want to throw that out there.